This is Randy Havens. It's time for another episode of Ticking Out, Break It Down.
All right, I think we're live and recording now.
Number 13, lucky 13, ain't it?
Dude, I quit keeping track of numbers, man.
I think it is 13.
Too much work anymore. I put dates with it now because
okay.
We started getting to too many. I can't keep up with them.
No, I like the dates. That's a nice little swing on things. Got the Buccos on now. Fucking Penguins shit to bed last night.
Yeah.
But
yeah, before we get started, we got a special guest, huh?
Yeah, this is a man of many titles. 2007 Salzburg High School valedictorian. Frat boy up at Sandusky State. Led the league in shoulder dislocations. I think it's up to like 37 now. And also, I guess the newest title will be the 2018-2019 Clay Jones Memorial Salzburg Fantasy Hockey Champion, Jared Korchok. Jared, welcome to the podcast.
Hey, man. Thanks for having me. I appreciate it. I don't know which one of those records or which one of those accomplishments I'm proud of most. I got to say, it's the shoulder dislocations. No one's got as many.
Dude, I've seen 3 personally, and that's not even.
All from him, Al?
Yeah, I seen him basketball one time, diving for basketball. The fucking cocksucker popped out.
Diving for rebounds on the ground.
Yeah.
Chasing for balls on the ground.
I'm not sure if I was there when you slid into first base like a dumbass, like the number 1 rule in baseball. Don't slide into first base, dude.
I was safe, dude.
Out.
Yeah.
Safe. Yeah, but you're out in the emergency room. And,
I popped
What was the worst one?
The worst one was we were playing, I think it was junior high football, and it was a freaking 2-point conversion. They were running the ball. Goddamn 2-point conversion. I was playing linebacker and hit this dude. And this is the first time I popped my right one out, man, and it launched out. I had to take a freaking ambulance to the hospital. It was embarrassing as hell.
Did he get in?
Two surgeries on my right, 1 surgery on my left.
Jesus.
Still going strong, baby.
Man, yeah. How many times do you think you've, like, I know 39 was a bit of an exaggeration, but
I'd say probably 39 is a bit of an exaggeration. I would say probably a dozen times total.
Oh, man.
And I'll tell you the last time I did it, I was throwing softball. I was playing softball, and I made a throw, and I fucking pulled up on my throw, shoulder popped out. It was bad. I went to the emergency room, and this chick is like, it's like, oh, this new medicine, we're trying not to give you drugs anymore. We're trying to use like natural movement and shit to pop your arms back in, so we don't have to give you. I'm like, seriously? So she's like rubbing my shoulder. Nothing's happened. I'm like an hour and a half in. My shoulder's out. I'm agonizing. This doctor comes in and gives me ketamine. I don't know if you ever heard of ketamine.
Oh, shit. K-hole.
Yep.
I was out of my fucking mind. Like, I felt like I was getting... Go ahead.
Natural herbs to, like, the home run. Like, that's just give him some fucking animal tranquilizer, dude.
That's what it was, like a tranquilizer.
Yeah.
I was fucked. Dude, popped my shoulder back in. I felt like $1 million. I was laughing, flirting with everybody. It was ridiculous, dude.
Dude, I've heard of some kids getting their hands on ketamine and jumping out of windows. So at least you're in good hands there. But Jared, did you watch the Pens last night? Man!
I watched the Pens.
I know you did. It was just I tell you what, the defense looks bad. Me and Tick were talking about, we didn't agree on the Mata Jack Johnson. I thought Mata should have been out there. He's a Jack Johnson guy.
Yeah, I'm not a Mata fan. Sorry, at all.
You know I'm a motherfucker. You know.
That's right.
I know.
Team winner.
I got just so you know, I pulled the nameplate off the plaque yesterday while I was down there. I stopped down to have a twisted tea before the game. Get ready for the Pens game, and ended up pulling the plaque off. I got a little nameplate. I got to go get it engraved now.
I'll be back for the banquet for sure. I have to be this year.
I think we're looking at a couple of weeks, bud. I don't know if you're gonna make that.
Figure it out.
You gotta let me know, man. Give me a bit of a heads up, because I'm definitely.
We can't have it without you, dude. We gotta.
I gotta be there. I want my check. I want my fucking 6-foot check.
Yep.
That thing will bounce if you take it to S&T. I wouldn't take it down.
I'm going straight across the street to S&T, man.
Dude, we should just have your fucking brothers film it. Like, dude, they didn't take this. Like, I signed the back.
Yeah, that's a big accomplishment for the year.
It is. I'm happy for you. Glad
Won
to
me
see
an hour. Still both chasing.
Yeah, I started the league to get our names on there, and it might never happen. But I was happy
we're
to see it
over.
knock off Dave.
Yeah, it was nice to see Dave not win again for the fourth time. But we're over halfway on that plaque.
All right.
How many spots do you have on that plaque filled?
Oh,
I
man.
believe this will be 7 of 12.
7 of 12.
7 of 12.
Champion
so-
number 7. I like it.
Okay.
Yeah,
I
dude.
should have beat Goose last year, bastard.
Yeah, that was
that was
something else.
that was a fluke if I've ever seen one.
Jesus. He didn't win a single game. He tied everyone.
Oh yeah, that's right. He didn't win one single playoff matchup.
Just the luck.
Stupid tiebreakers, man.
Well, that's how I won the bracket championship this year.
Yeah, congratulations.
Talk about that
on
too.
Man,
Yeah, congrats,
Virginia.
dude.
Yeah, that went to how many tiebreakers did that go to?
I believe it was the third tiebreaker that it went
Jesus
to.
Christ.
Yeah.
Prompt payment from, I think I paid you before the game was over.
It was after the game was over, but yeah, prompt payment. I was excited about that.
Yeah, I'm always. I didn't do an NHL bracket this year, but I just, I wanted the time to relax. It gets nerve wracking. Marshall, you got, dude. Asking people for $10 is like asking them to kick them in the balls. It's like, dude, do you got it or not, man? It's
Well, the
$10.
people who won in the brackets and everything, yeah, degenerates like us. I mean,
Guys who just sit around and study freaking basketball all day.
Oh man, it's baseball season now. I've been looking, Pirates looking good. But now speaking of baseball and the Pirates, I was thinking of some old Jared Korchok stories, and I should have put on, when I introduced you as your title, as the most devastating knockout punch I've ever seen delivered to anyone in my life. And I've hung out with brawlers, man. I hung out with some bad dudes.
Were you actually there that day? Were you there that
dude,
day?
I was on the bleachers. I was on the next set of bleachers, and the same spot you were sitting, but on the next set of bleachers.
Yeah.
And, dude, what's the background on this? Because all I can remember is I was lacing up my red Nikes, because even though we were orange and black, I still had to let them motherfuckers know I was from Salzburg. And I remember, seeing you guys yelling, and I was like, dude, this isn't, friendly banter. So this might be a fight. And then but what was that about?
It's one of those things. You ever get in, situation where things just escalate, really fast, out of control?
Oh, all the time.
You're just not expecting it, and it's just you're chilling, and all of a sudden it just shit gets real. So
it got real fast.
It got real fast, dude. So he came up to me. I was lacing up my cleats there before practice, and got me in a headlock from the front, and was choking me out. So I couldn't breathe. We started pushing, got into a shoving match. Right, we're on the bleachers. Big Al, you saw I ended up at the top of the bleachers. We were pushing.
Yeah, you were with where there was nothing behind.
There was nowhere bleachers to go, or I was going backwards over the bleachers.
Yeah, how many rows of bleachers? How high in the air?
Think of the Salzburg bleachers that we used to have, not the aluminum ones, but those red ones to the side.
Let me point out something, Al.
They're like 6
Not
high.
everybody went to Salzburg. How many bleachers? How tall? We talking?
I'd
6
say
foot off
7
the ground?
foot high. 7 foot high, a little bit taller than me.
Fine by me.
You know what I'm saying?
Probably 7 or 8 seats where you could sit on. That.
Yeah.
Height.
Well, dude, you were on the very top one, and he was on the step below it, not the one you sit on, the one for your feet, correct?
Yes.
And Jared, you threw a jab, like a young fucking Ricky Hatton from Youngstown, Ohio, boxer from the 90s. Dude, you caught him right on the fucking chin, and I'm telling you, he fell the whole way down, Tick. He didn't hit no wood or steel or nothing. And hit the ground, dude. I was like, holy fuck.
Straight to dirt, huh?
Yeah, and I haven't seen someone free fall like that since 9/11 when they were jumping out. I ain't seen someone fall like that in forever, dude.
I don't know if
like,
it was that's
Dragged on it the whole way.
we got in a lot of trouble for that. We both got suspended for a game.
Did you? I remember
Yes.
because all the coaches were from Blairsville, and the Blairsville kids weren't even there yet. It was just the Salzburg kids, and he was like, "What the
We rode
fuck's
the
wrong with
short
you guys?"
bus. We rode the short
Yeah, dude. I was like, God, I didn't know you were capable of that kind of shit, Jared. I was like, I'm still gonna fuck with him. I'm just not gonna stand in front of him no more. I'll sit down beside him. That was fucking nuts.
Yeah, dude.
He went to.
I'll knock your ass out, dude. Watch it, Big Al.
He went
It'll be
to,
tough though. It'd be tough to get me angry. I'm usually
That's
pretty
what I'm
solid.
saying. But yeah, he went to Jared's, boy. He left with a big old ring. I was like, God damn, dude. That was hilarious.
Josh, if you're listening, I'm sorry, man. We're still friends, so
Oh,
it's cool.
man.
We're good now.
Yeah, I mean, that shit kind of happens. It was a bad situation to be in a fist battle. That's all.
Yeah,
that could have been
those
bad.
were some good times, though. Those Blairsville trips were good times, man.
Oh, dude, we talk about one of the episodes. We got in a shit ton of trouble for this. I remember just tying a fucking Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle out the window and dragging it the whole way to Blairsville. Fuck, they were mad.
Yes, I do remember that.
That was funny. I was like, what? That and dude throwing the coffee creamers at trucks driving past. We didn't get in any trouble for that, but she stopped the sheet streaks.
Man, was Josh an instigator? Because I recall another time.
Oh,
into a fight with a teammate, and I think we were all on this team. That was it was my 9th grade basketball year,
junior high basketball. I remember hearing Jared talking shit like, "You ain't gonna do nothing, Johnson." And we got into the locker room, dude, and all I seen was the trash can fly. I was like, holy fuck, what running back there? It was. I don't know what that one was all about because it was already over by the time I got back there.
Well, Johnson was an easy one to rile up. Like, you get him mad quick. And I'm sure just probably something stupid, just fucking with him. And then he lost it. Trash can gone. You got to break up the teammates before the game. Like, fun.
That was the shit I was thinking about. But, nah, dude, me and Jared, I used to kick it with the twins all the time growing up. And, man, if I get that call from 668-8035.
Holy shit, dude.
I always had it memorized.
I'm surprised you remember that. Congratulations.
Well, you know what, Al, hopefully listeners, hopefully they got rid of the landline because you just threw it out there like nothing.
Oh, fuck no, dude. Paul answered, tell him to come over, drink one with him.
They still have that line, so it's out there.
My parents do too, dude. And I've been like, yo, it's time. Like anything that calls it, just bill collectors or probably like the magistrate looking for me. But
are you voting for Raja or are you voting for Jesus? Dude, who cares? Quit calling me.
Call myself. Dude, I got 3 minutes after 9. But dude, and I just going over to your guys' house was it was always an adventure because I knew there was gonna be fighting. You guys were always fucking fighting like brothers do.
Always fighting.
Someone was going to get fucked up on something, whether it be that fucking mini ramp or that fucking snowboard course they built. I remember I was blunt riding with somebody. I was like, let's go see if Keith and Kevin are out snowboarding. And they were because it snowed like a motherfucker. And I remember just like, dude, try a double backflip, pussy, try it. And dude smacking their head off the ground. I was like, God damn, dude, you kids are fucking nuts, man.
Dude, I'll tell you, they started getting into that stuff, man, really early. And they got really good fast. Like, I was never into like those like extreme sports like they were. Me and Justin both. Always into like organized sports, but Keith and Kevin just latched onto that shit. And they got really good at it.
Dude, they were something else. But yeah, dude, I remember, because going to your house, it meant, watching that kind of shit. Corn and cars was real big out there. That's when a lot of boys become men, corn and cars, dude, because that's fucking, that get the blood pumping.
Do kids still do that? Like, you still get corned like when you're driving around and shit? I mean, you're in Iowa. Fuck.
Dude, they don't even know what corning is. I swear to God, I moved down here. They had never heard of it. I was like, are you kidding? Like, this is the land of corn, isn't it? They'd never heard of it.
You have miles of cornfield to hide in.
And, dude, you could corn all year round. Like, out there in January letting the fucking cob go. Like,
minus 30 degrees out there, freezing your balls off. But
negative 65 that one day. And all I wanted to do was open the door and piss out the window to see if it would freeze. And it was too cold to do it. But now thinking about what's up, Tick?
Well, I was gonna jump in because I wanted to mention about one of my first times going over to the Korchok house because it's very similar to our friendship, Al. I forget the circumstances. I think we had a class together when I was younger, early days of high school. Me and Jared did, and we got into talks of NHL at one point, the video game.
Yes. On the PlayStation?
Yes.
Yes, sir. Yes,
yeah, I remember how bad those games were before they introduced the analog stick.
Oh, yeah, your freaking thumb would be dead from
dude.
Straight to those buttons.
Like, dude, I'm not trying to slap shot it in the crease here. Like
NHL 96.
Yeah, dude.
But it's at some point in our discussions in class, like we got to talking on the NHL, and very, very much like you, Al, where he's like, "Well, you want to play?" And this was like competitive. And look,
right, see, I needed a good teammate. I wasn't looking to get worked. But you guys were looking to fuck each other up, weren't you?
Well, that's the thing. Like, it's been a while since anybody came at me like that, especially over NHL. And I know
I used to play a lot of NHL, man. A lot of NHL.
I still do sometimes. But I used to be pretty good. So I was never really scared of anybody. I'd be like, okay, let's fucking play. And he was probably one of the first ones. I went over there. We probably put 7 games in or so.
Hell yeah.
We had a nice series. I was like, oh shit, he's actually he's pretty good. Fuck. Like,
I lost a lot of that, man. I lost a lot of my NHL. I had like every NHL game from 2001 to like 9. And then I just...
Oh, that's when they got good. Now they suck again, but...
That's when they got good, man. Like, I'll tell you, I don't have a PS3, I don't have a PS4. I'm still rolling with the PS2, man, old school.
Wow.
Yes.
God, you make all that fucking money. What a fucking loser.
No, you know what it is, man? I feel like if you have, like, an awesome gaming system, you're going to want to play it all the time. I don't want to spend all my time playing video games. Like, so if I have an older system,
you're on the wrong fucking podcast, bud.
Yeah,
I just play it whenever I want that fix. You know what I mean? I pull out the old games like NHL 05 and shit.
Oh, dude,
It's
I'm
fun
off
playing
until
those old
Monday
games.
morning. Oh, the old games, yeah, but dude, I'm off until Monday night. I guarantee you I'll be on the sticks 40 hours, maybe.
40 out of 48.
Put an extra week's worth of time in.
Yeah. So.
Yeah, it's tough. I don't want to spend all my time doing it, but somehow a lot of nights get sucked into it. You know.
Yeah, think about getting one, Jared. Fuck it.
Yeah.
But we got an Xbox. Everyone's got Xbox now.
Yeah, you got to jump off the PlayStation wagon.
I think I go PS4, man.
Yeah, you guys are always PS4 kids. Because speaking of that, another fun time of going to the Korchok's house, Tick, was Worms Armageddon. Did you ever play that?
God.
I don't believe I've ever played that one, actually.
Games.
You know what it is, though? You're just worms, and it's a turn-based game, and you have weapons, and you try to kill the other people on the map.
Okay.
It's weird. It's fun when you got, like, 4 people, and it's 2-on-2. This motherfucker, Jared, I'd be down there playing with Keith and Kevin, and me and Jared would have to be on the same team, because he made the twins wear mittens to play because their hands sweat so bad.
They are sweaty motherfuckers.
Keith and Kevin
would make them wear that, dude. They'd be so bent out of shape about it. Like, no, I ain't fucking playing, dude. Like, put these fucking mittens on or you're not playing. That's so fucking funny, dude.
For those of you who don't know Keith and Kevin that well, they have a condition, hyperhidrosis, which makes them excessively sweat. So when we were younger, my God, like they would destroy controllers. They'd just be playing and they'd really get into it and shit. And I'd look at the controller, it'd just be drenched, covered. It was disgusting.
Rusted out.
So I started making them wear mittens to protect my controllers because fuck, that shit was expensive. I didn't have much money.
Oh, back then, no doubt, dude. I also remember your old Justin had a fucking PS2, and he used to fucking make like a Jenga tower with his games, so he could tell if you guys tried to play it. And I was like, these kids are fucking crazy, bro. Like, what the?
He used to set his room up and shit, like, and he'd leave, and he had a PS2, like, and we only had whatever the originals, so we'd sneak in his room and play, like, when he was gone, and we'd hear his car like come flying up the driveway, like Eminem blasting. We'd be like, oh shit! So we turn it off quick, put the controllers back exactly where they were, run out of the room as fast as we could, and look as inconspicuous as possible before Justin stormed in. And I'll tell you, one time he got home early and caught us, man, and he flipped shit, beat the hell out of us. And we had it coming because we've been playing this PlayStation for months and months at that.
Yeah, fuck it. No, it always fucking fun over there, dude. I used to, because I know I was staying up for 2 days. Like, there was no sleeping. And, dude. Oh, man, that shit was fucking, that between baseball and basketball, man, I always.
Dude, I gotta recommend for the Saturday poll, man. I think we go old school gaming systems.
Which one though?
Friends, man. I'm saying Sega and Nintendo.
Sega versus Nintendo.
Sega versus Nintendo, man.
So Sega Genesis versus what? The Super Nintendo or the? We'll get into it later, but
yeah.
All right, no, I like that. We've been on the electronics lately, so that'll fit. I like that. That'll get a lot of votes. I hope. Fucking what?
We'll see.
We'll get
just throwing it out there. We don't have to.
I like it.
We don't got to go that route.
I couldn't think shit today. I was all fucking flustered.
So Al, you You told me, or you sent me a message earlier today.
Yeah,
You said you got a drug test.
I did. I passed too.
Oh yes, that's always good news.
I know, because I had like 7 or 8 beers yesterday, but I went to urgent care in the morning because my ears are fucked up. There's something wrong with them, man. I can't hear. I feel like an old man. And I don't know if I'm going to go down to the specialist or not, depending on how much it costs. But I was worried about blowing on the breathalyzer, dude, because they give you a breathalyzer too. And I was like, dude, there's no way. But I was just getting nervous because I worry about stuff like that. And then so now I got to pee, and I'm sitting in there, the toilet's blue. I'm like, when's the last time I've done drugs? Like, it's been a while. And then I'm starting to think about false positives because I ate a bunch of melatonin yesterday. And I was like, man, I wonder if that could pop up as something. I got all fucking nervous. And it's high-tech as shit now, dude. You piss in this cup, and it sits on, like, this electric dock. And it shakes it. And it can tell if it's male or female, if it's synthetic, dude.
Oh,
They ain't fucking playing.
Wow.
They go that deep. They go that deep for a cat litter job.
Yeah, I guess, man. It's all insurance, dude. Like, there's a lot of heavy machinery going on. But, I mean, like, there's some dangerous things that could happen. You know, like cast iron rail arms breaking in half and hitting you in the face.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Like maybe somebody running a forklift through a door or something like that, too?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Did that happen?
Boy. Yeah, that was the first time I got drug tested down there, but they were trying to get me out. After I broke the door, I think they were trying to get me out the door because I fucking sucked at that job for a long time, dude. But it was out of my fucking. I never did really work like that, but yeah, no, I peed and I was cool, and then I don't know. The whole day was weird after that. I was like, man, what the fuck? But it was random, dude. They've been piss testing people like crazy down there. So, but now they say be ready for another one like next week.
They test that shit right there, Big Al.
Yeah. Unless you pop hot, then they got to send it to a laboratory. But they said everyone's always said be ready for like another one next week. They try to catch you.
They're trying to get you on a wraparound, man.
Yeah, they call double trouble there.
You're celebrating passing the first one.
Oh, hey, I passed it. Let's get fucked up tonight. You know it's gonna be a little bit. Oh, yeah, next week like, for real?
Maybe if I just get a little high.
Yeah. I'm gonna do so much smack this weekend, dude. Fuck. But nah, dude, I was cool. I think and like a lot of people at work think I'm goofy, fucked up, like something wrong with me bad.
Oh, but I mean, I think there is something wrong with you, Al.
It's something. I don't know if it's serious or not, but there's my brain's broken bad. I don't know when it happened, but they were like, yeah, dude, like everyone thinks you're fucked up. I don't know why you're worried about failing a drug test, dude, because it doesn't matter if you're doing drugs or not. Everybody thinks you're fucked up.
This doesn't change anything.
No, because I say a lot of stupid shit at work. Like, speaking, dude, I was telling a story today real quick, right after my drug test, where there's a grocery store down here called Fairway, and I didn't know that the kids that work there are supposed to take your cart out to your car. So I got like $100 worth of shit, and I see this dude grabbing my cart. I was like, yo, where are you fucking going, punk? And he was supposed to do it. And man, I felt so bad. I was like, oh shit. I was like, I didn't know you guys were supposed to do that. He's like, yeah, we have to. And I was like, it's cool, dude. I'll take him. Like, but I remember feeling terrible, dude, because he didn't have like a shirt on, but I just seen him grab the front of my cart like he was taking them. I was still paying. I was like, yeah, nice try, faggot. Like, what do you think about it? But they're supposed to do it. That's why
you weren't even too fucking quick about it.
Yeah, try that again, buddy.
I'll leave you right where he's taking people's carts all day, and people are just berating him all day.
Yeah, dude.
It's his whole day, dude.
Oh, I'm sure most people around there get it and understand.
But it's all old people. They got good meat there, but it's always old people there because I think they love that shit. Like, I don't gotta carry it into the car. Like, open up the back of my truck. Yeah. The one time they took it and opened my trunk, dude, it's a fucking subwoofers, empty cases of beer, and mini basketballs from that basketball machine I had. I was like, yeah, dude, I'm an idiot, man, but just fill it up. Ain't nothing gonna break it here. Like,
don't worry about the vintage arcade basketballs back here. It's cool.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, no cases of beer are old, buddy. You want some? How old are you? You can. Hey, thanks. Take a 6-pack with you.
It's all right. They're in the trunk. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, it's not the middle of June or nothing. Like, that ain't skunked.
But you got to make sure when you go there, though, you don't have anything like fucked up in your trunk. Like, you can't have somebody like tied up back there and shit.
Oh, that'd be funnier. Like,
and like just forget about them when you're in there buying your shit.
I'd get like a fake Halloween head prop or something.
Oh,
just kind of like, oh fuck, dude, sorry. Like,
Yeah, dude. Next
cover
thing
it
you
up
know,
with the
fucking
sheet real quick. Be like, yeah, you're good. Go ahead, toss it in there.
SWAT team beating your door down 10 minutes later while you're cooking up the food you just bought. Like, excuse me, sir. Like, what?
Just throw
Get-
your pet
get-
rattlesnake back there.
Oh man, fuck somebody up. But no, dude. Today, yeah, drug test. I'm clean. That's always cool. So.
Well, that's the thing. The way you sent it to me, I was waiting for the second message that said something else. Like
I'll be
like-
home soon.
yeah, like on my way home now, bud. See you in a couple hours.
Yeah, I was definitely gonna do that to you, but then I got busy at work and I was like, yeah, it's not funny anymore. It wouldn't have been funny to begin with, but it's just something I do off principle.
Talk about. Go ahead. Go ahead.
I was gonna say, do they still take hair, or is it always piss now?
That's for like big jobs, man.
Oh, okay.
Like, I remember Mark tried to get a job at the Budweiser plant around here, and they were taking hair, and he was like, nah. That goes back like 10 years, dude.
Okay, I wasn't
How
sure.
can you judge someone from... Dude, 10 years ago, I was on every drug in the game that isn't frowned upon. Now, I don't do that. Like, I don't know. That hair test is whack.
Yeah.
Did you have to get hair... Like, do you get drug tested? You're an architect, right?
No, dude, we don't.
Wow.
They only drug test you if you give them like probable cause. You know what I mean?
Right. Rolling all fucking liquored
Right,
up.
right. But it's not like standard like every so often or whatever.
Right. Oh,
Honestly,
that's great.
probably most of the people there would probably be, you know what I mean, test positive.
Popping hot.
It's not
Smoking
something that like,
dope.
yeah. We're not operating machinery and shit, but they never did. So it's kind of nice.
As long as you get your work done, we don't care. Fuck it.
Yeah, man. I mean, we do our work. We make them a shitload of money. Do good work. So, yeah.
What part of the city you living down these days?
I actually live in Jefferson Hills, which is like,
man.
you know where Century 3 Mall is, man?
Oh no, I used to do a lot of concrete work down there. We were always down
Me
there.
too, sir. Me too. Wonder
Jefferson
who you
Hills.
worked for.
Yeah, I got
Yeah,
on the jazz train one summer and it was chaos.
I live like a mile from the mall, man, and that place is a barren wasteland.
Dude, I heard they're making it an airsoft gun course or whatever.
Where did you hear that? I didn't hear that.
I'm not into airsoft or nothing, but I think a mall would be pretty cool for it was either that or paintball or something.
Yeah. I mean, it's sitting vacant, man. Like the last store they had in there was Dick's, and I stopped there today to fill up my paintball CO2 tanks. Fucking store's closed. They don't have no
Damn.
stores left. It's just a huge empty mall. It's ridiculous.
Fucking Amazon and Walmart, man.
Amazon taking over. Couldn't tell that by my garbage every week.
I
You
got that
contribute.
Amazon. I got approved for that Amazon Prime card a couple years ago. It completely crushed my credit score. Fucking bad.
Dude, it'll be here in 2 days? Okay, I'll take it.
Dude, another thing is they sell big hats on there too. A lot of big and tall stuff on there. So I buy a lot of shit clothes off of there. Like what am I wearing? I got these Rugrat shorts on. I got them off of there. It was a steal, $6.99.
The privileges of being a big guy.
Oh, sometimes, but other times, dude, there's so many cool hats I want to get that I'll never be able to wear, and I have to sit there and look at how cool they are and realize they'll never fit my head.
Do you have to
So,
try
yeah.
them on before you buy them, Big Al, so you can't order half?
No, dude. Actually, certain teams are sized different. Like, I can wear a smaller Colorado Rockies hat, but I got to get a bigger size Pirate hat because I've had almost every single team, so I know how they fit. But
That doesn't make any sense. That doesn't make any sense, dude.
No, dude, like a Rockies hat, I'm telling you, it's so flat on the top. I can wear it regular, but a Pirates hat, it's not that. I don't know. There's more room. I don't know. It's all fucked up. But yeah, there's only a couple teams I haven't had, but I've had, I think, the entire National League. But I don't know. I go on DestinationXL.com. One time, me and Drew were driving to the mall, and we went past Casual Mail XL. And I was like, Drew, I bet you've never walked in there. And we laughed about it. I was like, dude, I got to find my socks in there.
Probably
dude.
never.
Imagine if Drew walked into Casual Mail XL and be like, you lost, dog?
Hey, man, I know the feeling. I empathize.
With what?
I empathize with Drew. Short guys, man.
Oh, yeah.
Fuck.
You ain't the biggest guy in the world. I mean, you're not
the
tall.
biggest guy, you know.
Are you taller than Keith and Kevin?
No, Keith and Kevin are probably the tallest out of us brothers, and they probably got us by me and Justin by like an inch and a half, maybe 2 inches.
Damn, I didn't know that. I always think them guys are short as shit when I see them.
Yeah, you'd think they split. Jesus.
They've been down, dude. They've been to Muscatine 3 or 4 times, and Jesus Christ, like I wanted to kick Kevin's ass. He was posting on Facebook the other day about banning pop, sugary drink tax or whatever.
Yeah.
And I wanted to say, motherfucker, every time I see you, you're drinking Four Loko. Dude, that's way worse than pop. Dude, are you crazy?
They drink the most ridiculous shit, man. I'm telling you.
Like, I got him into Hurricanes, but I'm even now phasing out of the malt liquor stage that I thought was never going to end.
You're the one that got him into Hurricanes, Big Al? Thanks a lot. Thanks a lot,
dude. But that was a price thing, dude. You could get 2 Hurricanes and a Four Loko for $7.50. It'd be fucking smashed, dude.
Oh, yeah. Malt liquor, man. Yeah.
But,
I lived in that on college.
Oh, it was the best, dude.
What was
I'm buying, like, a what?
What was a case of that?
Hurricanes?
Yeah.
Mark used to call the place in Murraysville Beer Arena, and we'd have to get them specially bought. And he'd always say his name was Frank Teff, so we'd walk in the back and it would say Frank Teff on this case of Hurricanes. But I'm pretty sure a 12-pack of Hurricane 40s was less than $20.
Jesus.
And they get you up. Yeah, but like every time I come down here, dude, it's not like we drink good beer, but we'd have like Budweiser or High Life, and these motherfuckers are buying 6 packs of Steel Reserve Pineapple. And it's like, motherfuckers, dude, what are you guys doing? They're like, oh, they're good, man. Like, yeah, one of them's good. That's fine. I can drink one. But these fuckers getting into 6 and 12 of them in a night. I'm like, you guys are going to fucking die, dude.
Yeah, dude. They have a serious tolerance. They've got the best tolerance out of all of us brothers.
Oh,
sure.
dude, they're
I have to
crazy.
say.
Every time on Snapchat, they're drinking Steel Reserve. I'm like, yo, we're almost 30, bro. It's time to find something new. But
Tuesday at 3 o'clock, they're on the slopes just chugging Four Locos.
What's going on?
Jesus,
that shit cracks me up. Yeah, someone's got a Steel Reserve in their hand and they're playing a slot machine. It's like,
it all comes down to buying like the cheap, like their whole thing is getting as much alcohol for as little money as possible.
For sure.
Very frugal like that with their alcohol. So.
Oh, they're with that with everything, dude. They came down and stayed and they had all this food. They're like, yeah, went to Oldies, man. Like, all proud of how much money they were saving on shit. And I was like, dude, I make good money, dude. I'm going to the Mexican buffet. If you guys want to come, dude, I'm not fucking eating this shit.
We got 3-day-old taco shells and meat that's going to expire tomorrow. We can make tacos.
Did you ever have bar S hot dogs? They're the fucking like the minor league hot dog, dude. Like they don't even like single A hot dog. I remember they had those one time. Like, you guys, come, dude, you got to get off the bar S hot dog, man.
No shame, dude.
Oh, dude, no, I love them, man. They're some of my favorite people to drink with. But at the same point, dude, it's like they hate the salt, number one, and that drives me nuts. They said they'll never go there again. Oh, dude, who did fucking dude? I forgot when Kevin dropped that, dude. Oh, man. I forgot all about that. Who was that? Don't say his name. It was an old guy, right?
Yeah.
Who fucking dropped him?
Tick, do you know who it was? I can't remember who it is.
TM's the initials, right?
Yeah. I believe so. What was the first name, Al?
Todd.
Okay.
I think. No, that might not be right. I can't. The M's right. I don't know about the first. Dude, what the fuck were they fighting about?
I walked in late and I'm pissed about it.
I was right there.
I was
talking to him. He kept thinking one of them was flirting with his niece. And they were like, dude, shut the fuck up. And he was drunk, and when he was yelling at him, he couldn't stand. And he kept grabbing one of them. And I think Kevin turned around and dropped, dude. I've never seen, like, I thought when you punched a kid, it was surprising. I seen Kevin drop this old man. I was like, God damn, dude. Helping him up, or Cornball. He fell on the ground. Cornballs kicked him in the head. I was like, God damn, dude. And they both I was trying to convince Brendan to let them stay, but it's just, bar policy. You hit somebody, you're gone. But I was doing my best to not let them leave. I was like, don't leave yet, dude. Let me handle this. Because if there was one person that could have handled it, it was me. Like, dude, don't let him go. Like,
we get a little bit of pull down there.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. And I respected her policy, but I was like, Kevin, holy shit, dude. I think it was Kevin.
It was Kevin, yeah.
Yeah.
I remember hearing about that. Dude. My parents were pissed when they heard about that.
For real?
Yeah.
I was proud of the little fucker. I was like, God damn, Kevin.
None of us were there, so I can't say, but you know what I mean? It sounded like Sounded like it was a good thing.
It was the right thing to do.
Yeah.
He wasn't out of line at all. And if I was you guys' mother, I'd be very proud of him.
Was that on a big drinking day at the Salt?
Yeah, I want to say it might have Salt's Giving.
It
I
might have
think
been.
Salt's
day at the
Giving,
Salt.
yeah.
I turned around. It was, man, I was like, because I love shit like that. I want shit like that to happen everywhere I'm at. But
As long as
it
I'm
was
not in the
something
middle
else.
of it, I don't care.
dude, I haven't thought about that since it happened. I'll have to talk to Kevin about that tonight. I'll call him up. He'll be all fucking, get him all fired up.
How can they hate the Salt though? I mean,
Kevin
is it
said the
just-
cigarettes smell, and I was like, dude, get over it.
Look, I had to go in and just get a little on my jersey yesterday for good luck.
No doubt. And that's the worst, man. Going to the Salt and then try to say you weren't at the Salt. I remember
like you
talking
wake
to
up
my
in the
girlfriend
morning.
at the time. She was like, were you at the Salt? I was like, no. She was like, are you kidding me? And I was like, nah, I wasn't down there. Like, dude, you can't. It has such a distinct cigarette and booze smell. I wish I had a Yankee Candle of it because I would burn it nonstop at my house.
Dude, waking up after a hard drinking night there and being hungover and like getting ready to go out in the morning and like you throw your jacket on to go outside and you just fucking hit you in the face and it's like, oh my God.
Yeah.
Like and it just brings you right back down.
I smoke my own cigarettes when I'm in there. I'm not letting that secondhand smoke kill me. I'm killing myself.
that's right, man. You show those cigarettes who's boss, Big Al.
Yeah, dude. I'll fucking smoke a whole pack of L&M's, wake up with strep throat. I don't give a fuck.
Isn't that the worst, man? When you wake up the next day and you feel like you just freaking had sex with a freaking porcupine. Jesus.
Oh, dude, I feel like you had
Your
sex
throat's
with a
like
marble,
killing
man. But, dude, it adds to my hangover immensely when I smoke cigarettes when I'm on the sauce. So I just
wake up all super dry and ugh.
Oh, dude, you fucking go to wipe your face and smell it on your hands. Fucking forgot I was giving out handies to the Marlboro Man again.
But how could anybody shit on the Salt? Because I mean, that's the fucking core of the fantasy hockey league.
It's a great place to have a live draft, man. Honestly, I love that draft there. It's fucking
I know,
awesome.
we got to have another one. It hasn't been the same since we haven't.
No.
This year, sir. This year we'll have another one.
I mean, even if we're only half strong, man, just get it together. I love coming out there and having that draft with you guys there.
Dude,
yeah, we try to do everything. We try to do everything proper in the league. Keep it legit and fun.
Like I always dude, because my dad was always in fantasy football leagues when I was a kid, and I saw how cool it was, and I wanted it like not to go crazy like championship belts. No, you're gonna get a big ass check because it's a funny picture, and you're gonna get your name on a plaque on the wall. Like,
that's right.
And that's all you need. There's no bells and whistles. This is all you need.
It's competitive, and it's competitive. You got to be good to win it. You don't.
Yeah. That's
unless you're good. Unless you're Goose. Sorry, Goose, but I mean.
That was terrible.
Lucked your way into that one, bud.
You know, people are always asking me how to get into that league too, and I tell them, you know what, you have to be invited, and it's a very prestigious honor, and that's why I will never leave. You know, once I was invited, I am honored to be in the league
for a long time.
The list is long. The list is very long.
It's longer
honestly,
than the Penguin season ticket waiting list.
I know, right? And
indeed, yeah.
And it's tough.
It's done the right way. That's why.
Well, we'll think back to the beginning. The very first year we did it, it just stemmed from me playing in a fantasy hockey league when I was younger with other guys, with Runyon and Dave and like Todd and guys like that. So we were in a league together, and then that kind of fell apart, and I was like, fuck it, I want to do it. And I mean, you know, you were around, and I know Mark was interested. Like, I know you guys love that shit, so I was like, fuck it, let's do it. Let's start it. And the first year we did it, I think we only had 8 guys. So
it was a strike. The season didn't start till February or January.
Yeah. That was the half season, I think. Right?
Yeah, that's why 12-13, yeah.
Yeah. So it was kind of whack, but then the next year we had 16 teams. Remember that?
Yeah, we jumped from 8 to 16. And that was wild. 16 teams in a hockey league is a lot.
Too many.
That's a lot. Way too many.
What are we at now? 10 or 12?
We're at 12 now.
It's perfect.
There's no goalies available.
Yeah, there's no goalies left at 16.
Oh God.
And to make sure everybody plays so many games, you're not gonna be hitting marks on your starts on the week. And and not enough people were truly interested. Everybody just wanted to do it just to do it, and it was like, nobody's fucking paying attention. Nobody's, you got people not setting lineups and shit.
Yeah,
That happens in every league.
Yeah.
right.
So that's when we peeled it back, got rid of the guys who just weren't as into it, and found a good core group of guys, and fucking went from there.
Hell yeah, man.
I
Honestly, I look
think it's
forward
going
to
to be a good core group for a while.
And those live draft, man, I'm telling you, those live drafts for any sport, football, hockey, like, it just makes a difference. I'm telling you, it's so much more.
Oh, it does.
It does. I tried to make a trade. So I'm in another league with my brother, Justin. He's got a league with some friends and shit, Mike Worley and a couple guys. We never do a live draft, and I tried to make a trade at the draft, and they fucking delayed the draft like 2 hours. It said all this shit like in the ridiculous like craziness because you can't trade 2 hours before draft or some shit like that.
What are we
Well,
trying
if you do a live draft, that's not an issue.
Oh, right, yeah.
Like that shit doesn't apply. You just do whatever the hell you want. You put them in manually. It's so much better.
Yeah.
Telling you. Even functionally, like, it makes a lot of sense.
Next year, dude, definitely back on the live.
Yeah.
It's also about the atmosphere, though, too.
Drinking,
sure,
smoking,
dude.
yeah.
Look, we get everybody together. I mean, I enjoy everybody we play with. So
for sure, dude. Some of my best fucking friends, bro.
it's a good reason to get everybody together. Try and get everybody back in town, see everybody, have a nice little get together at the fucking Salt. Play some fucking shuffleboard, pool.
Oh, yeah.
Get the bangers rolling on a jukebox.
Dude, and Brenda always told me, dude, if I give her enough time, she'll open on a Sunday for just us.
All right.
Like, there's so many times I fucked that up. Like, when the United States played Russia in that hockey game where Oshie scored all those fucking...
Right. Yeah.
Dude, she was like, if you would have hit me up, I would have opened. I was like at 7 in the morning, and I was pissed, but then at the same time, I was almost kind of happy because if I'm down there that early in the morning watching a hockey game of that magnitude with money on it, I'm probably getting arrested by noon.
Well, we should talk to her because, so what I was thinking at the same time too, I was gonna try and do a fucking banquet and maybe incorporate a little bit of a diaper party in it for the guys.
Oh yeah,
and,
shit.
Have everybody get together and maybe even a little bit more than just the league. We can get some other fucking people down there and
nice Sunday matinee.
Hell yeah, man. Hell yeah. I'm in. Let me know. Give me a heads up, man. I'm in.
All right. I'm looking towards the end of April, so we'll talk about that.
All right.
Okay.
I'll get some talking going on that.
But
yeah, I mean, I'm super jealous of the name on the plaque. It's going to be, my day's coming,
Dude, I haven't made the playoffs in 3 years.
Dude, Al, what happened? Let's talk about Al making a big stink over getting Kucherov or unfriending people and bullshit, being a little crybaby about Kucherov. Gets a top scorer in the league who completely dominates all season.
And you finished top scorer.
Did he finish last?
No, I passed Goose. I think.
Oh, congrats!
First to last for Goose.
I would be
but
so
to defend my motherfucking self, I was taking goalies from teams that I thought were gonna dominate, and I took Mike Jones and Mike Smith, or not Mike Jones, Martin Jones. And yeah, St. Louis won a lot, but I think he gave up 4 goals a game, and so then I got to pick up Rittich because Mike Smith is the human Swiss cheese.
Al, how many times have you had Mike Smith on your team, and how many times has he done that to you?
Oh, dude, the worst was when I had him the first time with Arizona. I had him, and the backup at the time was actually Devin Dubnyk. And we'd been doing a lot of drinking. It was around Christmas, and I forgot to change my lineup, but I just left both of them in. And they lost 11-0. And Smith gave up 7 and Dubnyk gave up 4. I was like, dude, fuck these motherfuckers.
7 goals and a half a period.
Yeah. And I was like, man. But
I'll tell you, man. Let me tell you that was my strategy this year, Big Al.
I know Vasilevsky first, amazing.
Take the goalie, take the best goalie the first round. I just took him, and I rode my goalies the whole season.
And you got Murray early, too, correct?
I got Murray, Vasilevsky, and Thomas Greiss, and that's the reason I won. It was all defense, man. I'm telling you.
But what I'm saying, I think you got Murray in the 3rd round. I think I was looking.
I took him early, too, yeah.
Yeah, I thought, look, I questioned some of the early picks. I mean, the Murray pick to me, I was like, oh, you picked him over some other guys, huh? Okay, didn't quite get it, but I was adding up some stats for the category payouts earlier, and I mean, I looked at your goalie stats, and you fucking smoked everybody in all of them.
Number one in every category.
Everything.
Wow.
Number one in wins, number one in shutouts, save percentage, goals allowed. He beat everybody in everything, man.
That strategy paid off, man. I'll tell you. I wasn't set on it, but I just went for it.
Although I'm sure you weren't
pick.
expecting Grice to be as good as he was.
No, I was not. That was
or Lanner, dude.
Too.
Man,
Robert Lanner, dude. That's comeback player of the year, dude. He was lost in the sauce, bad.
Well, how about some quick Pens talk? I mean, look, we had a game last night. It wasn't what we expected.
Dude, real quick, and you guys can piggyback off of this. I don't like to hate on Letang. I really like his game, but man, sometimes I don't know if he just shorts out and doesn't know where he's at or like where he should be. But man, you'll see him back checking way behind the play, and it's like, dude, they're gonna score again.
Yep. And so I wonder if it's that. And I know he gets a little jump happy at times, but he's an offensive D man, and there's a reason he's as good as he is. I trust him to jump when necessary. I wonder if it's sometimes the forwards just not getting back and just realizing that he's coming up and not enough talk. Hey, I'm coming up. Somebody got to get fucking back. I mean, they get caught too many guys down low.
Yep.
Too often. Not rotating when those fucking defensemen jump up.
Fucking D-Funk was suicidal.
Oh my God.
God, did he hate that motherfucker?
He apparently hates Letang with all his guts, I guess.
Everything he has, and that kid's about as passionate of me when it comes to fucking talking shit, like getting into shit. And man, he hates Letang, dude, and I don't get it.
Yeah, you kind of just have to take the good with the bad with Letang, Jesus.
Yeah.
I mean, he scores 60 points a year, like every year, top offensive defenseman, and he's just going to get caught up the ice. You just have to accept it. As soon as you accept it, you realize he's just pretty much awesome at what he does. So
I know.
It's hard to criticize him, and it really is.
Well,
we've just been so lucky as Penguins fans that we're like
spoiled,
super critical
bro.
of stupid shit. Like,
I mean, 13 playoffs straight. Like, Al, we always talk about it. There was that one year that we played that show on the last day of the season, and the Pens played Buffalo to get into the playoffs.
Yeah, that was a shit show.
I mean, outside of this year, that was the closest we've ever been to being out of the playoffs for fucking
and they almost,
well over a decade.
I think we lost in 5 games to New York that year, but
I mean, we're always a part of it. We haven't fucking missed in a while. So I mean, we're lucky as a fan base.
Dude, you just got to get in, dude. Hockey, anybody can be. Look at that. Columbus beat fucking Tampa last night. Who's seen that coming?
Nobody.
Every team I picked to win in my NHL bracket lost last night.
So you filled out a bracket?
Yeah.
Who do you got winning it all?
I had who did I have winning it all? I had the Penguins winning it all.
Okay.
I put them. I mean, I have to. I'm such a damn homer, dude.
It sucks doing those things, especially when they're in the playoffs, because
I can't root against them.
Right. But well, me and Al, we got into that. What do they call that? I mean,
it's just a ranking bracket.
Bracket.
Yeah.
Something like that.
Oh, dude, Jared, it's the shit. Instead of making a bracket, dude, you just number 1 through 16. And the team you think is going to do the worst in the playoffs, you label number 1. And the team that you think is going to do best, you put it number 16. So anytime those teams win a game, you get that many points that you have allotted. So if you had the Penguins at number 10, every time they win a game, you get 10 points.
I see.
So you want to
go by total scores like 300 something.
Oh yeah, it's huge.
It's going to be high, yeah.
I had Columbus at number 1, so Columbus won. I only got 1 point.
Okay.
For that, but no, dude, fucking prize pool's ridiculous too. But it's definitely, I like it that way. You're kind of, I don't know. I like
that on any. You'll bet on anything, but yeah, I'm not surprised, dude.
Right? No, but it's fun. Last night was kind of. I think they'll win tomorrow.
Well, it's a 7-game series. I mean, let's be honest. I kind of it didn't surprise me what happened. I mean, that's the Penguins I've come to know and love, or I guess fucking hate this year, because they've been like that all season. They've thrown away games like that.
It's just an inconsistent team, man. Like, it's just frustrating watching, because you know what they're you know what they're capable of doing. You know that they can go out there any game and blow somebody out. Yep. And then they just kind of straggle along and lose a game like that. It just really sucked,
I know when they lost
that first game.
Yeah, but I did read this. In 1991, they lost the first game of every series that year. The first time they won the Cup. So
Yeah, they'll be all right. I mean, a game's a game. Yeah.
We're not going to overreact, right?
no, not yet. Sunday maybe, not tomorrow.
Sunday, maybe. Yes, for sure.
Yeah, the game 3. Dude, I'm watching this stream of the Pirates game, and they got the live chat on the right. Tick, I know you know what I'm talking about. Some of the craziest shit.
I love that
Guys,
live chat.
It keeps giving out his stepdad's phone number. Oh, Jesus Christ.
The chat that says no spam, no
racism,
homophobia, no racism.
I was speaking of phone numbers. I was thinking about this because Jared, you had said you wanted to bring something up about Mr. Del Vecchio.
Yes.
One of my all-time favorite prank phone calls, dude. And it wasn't even that crazy. It was just the situation. My study hall when I was in 10th grade was out of control bad. And Evan Snyder was in there who that kid used to crack me up. But anyways, dude, it was in the fucking it was in the auditorium with Pietrella.
Ooh, old school.
Yeah. But he hated how bad we were, dude. I got
he
caught.
Hated everything, man.
He caught me. Tish and Chad Cribbs thought he was drinking liquor out of his closet. So they dared me to go up there and open the bottle and take a whiff out of it. Opening the bottle as soon as he walks back into the room. I was like, yep, I'll put this down. My bad. He was pissed.
It was definitely liquor, too, in there, I'm sure.
It was something. I don't know. I think peppermint schnapps or something. But,
Jesus.
Dude, Evan Snyder had a cell phone, and it was just basic and funny, dude. He called the school from his cell phone in the study hall. Got connected to Vecchio's homeroom phone and just said he was from 84 Lumber and his wood wasn't coming. And dude, I was fucking dying laughing, dude. Oh. It was the funniest shit. I was like, this is you just he had on speakerphone and I'm trying not to laugh. He's like, what? I don't know. I don't think we get our wood from there. And he's like, yeah, you better hope you don't because it ain't coming. I was fucking dude, amazing stuff. But nah, that was a good dude, man. He liked me. He was, if you were a good dude, he knew you, like, he recognized real big time.
Oh, yeah. He was as real as they were, man. And
yeah.
10 years this year, man, since he passed away.
Oh, shit. God
10
damn.
years this
Rest
year.
in peace, man.
Yeah. And, man, one of the greatest guys, one of my favorite teachers. I'm sure everybody in our generation has a story from Mr. Del Vecchio. I mean, he got me into what I'm doing now. He got me into architecture. He suggested it.
Oh, Tick was a champion at that shit, too.
I absolutely love that guy. Shit. I loved that guy. I mean, I did the hand drawing, I did the computer drafting. Like, he was phenomenal. And he loved me because, I mean, I was pretty decent at it. I wasn't a fucking jerk off. Like, I went, did my work, and like did it well. And we had a good time. You know what happened, dude? One of my favorite memories of that guy. We went to that. Jared knows what I'm talking about. We went to the Butler.
Yes, the drafting competition.
Yeah, we went to the drafting competition, and I did the computer. I don't know. There were a bunch of schools there, whatever. A bunch of people did the drawing of it. And I came in. We did it on like a Friday. It was just an excuse to get out of school. Fuck it. We get a free lunch, some reggae music.
What?
But oh, dude, there was like a reggae band like on fucking campus or whatever that day. Oh, it's fun.
Butler and drafting does not sound like
Butler Community College or something like that.
Toots and the Maytals. And
we got like lunch and shit. Like they made
it was like a whole event. But I came in. I think it was like the beginning of the following week. It was like Monday. I was at my locker, fucking getting books and shit. Dude, that guy came up with the biggest fucking smile on his face and was like fucking like, hey, like, and I was like, what's up, man? And he was like, hey, you fucking won that. And I was like, that, like, I kind of looked at him with a fucking jerk off smile, like, yeah, whatever. Like, and just went back to what I was doing. I was like, he's fucking with me. And he was so persistent. I was like, for real? And he was like, you fucking placed first. And I was like, shut the fuck up. Like,
I remember that, man. I remember you placed first. Delvec made a big deal.
He was so yeah, they've been going there for years. Like, and that was always his big thing of the year. That was like what he looked forward to. And he was like, one of these years we're gonna have somebody fucking place, blow. And then he came to me that day and was like, yep, you fucking you won. And I was like, dude, you gotta be shitting me.
Hell yeah, dude.
I got $75 for that too.
Hell yeah, man.
Dude, I won.
I didn't get a cash prize for that. I would have tried harder.
He made me wait till the fucking end of the year, the asshole. I will say that. He gave it to me as an end of the year award. Because I was pretty sure there's a fucking cash prize, but I'm not a dickhead. I don't say anything. I was like, fuck it, whatever. And then I didn't even know he was doing it. But at the end of the year awards, he called me up and I had to go across stage and he gave me an envelope and I looked in it when I go back to my seat and I was like, $75. Fuck yeah.
No,
He
Dahn,
probably
that's balling status.
Dude, he
back
probably
then,
wanted me to
too.
spend it on booze or something at the end of the school year. He was like, yeah, I'm not giving it to him now.
I'd have gambled it and been like, I bet I win it again next year, pussy. Pay me $300. No, dude, I won. The only thing I ever won in school, I won the 2008 Current Events Heritage Conference MVP, dude.
What?
And-
How the hell did you win that, Big Al?
Where?
How the hell did you win that?
Dude, you know the big dog knows what's going on at all times.
Al's
Oh,
probably
dude.
flipping through the paper to get the lines and fucking just caught all the
Yeah,
headlines. And
Oh,
was like,
dude, I did win it. If you look my name up, if you're a type of which I wouldn't recommend, it's like a basketball story, the Heritage Conference MVP, and then the police law from the Indiana Gazette. That's pretty cool. Wouldn't you? Yeah, you feel like this kid's fucking wow. He's a jack of all trades, getting arrested, winning shit.
He's a real go-getter.
Yeah, dude. Check out all these alcohol citations. Oh, shit, he scored 12 points against Elderton, huh? Ain't that something? You know what I mean? But, of course, Jared valedictorian, so I ain't going to try. But he ain't that smart. I've talked to Jared. He ain't,
Nah.
He sounds smarter on the mic.
Nice guy, tries hard, man.
He's got a hell of a right jab.
Gotta. It was more of a hook. It was more of a hook, Big Al,
Don't
definitely.
be fucking with me when I put my cleats on, bro. Straight up.
all right, can we talk about something real quick? I'm sure you guys have seen it.
Oh my God! Please don't show.
Oh, man. This is
Oh.
Keith's girlfriend sent me this.
Yeah, she
On
put this on the
Facebook.
Facebook, and I'll tell you what, I didn't watch it till today. I
Oh,
knew it was
boy.
good. I knew it was good, but I didn't watch it till today. This is
Ah.
the Auburn gymnast that fucking just folds her shins in half.
Someone needs to get her some fucking whole milk, dude, because they've snapped like a dry piece of
Oh!
plastic. Ow.
Oh
Dude, broken legs, dislocated knees. And look, no one's right. Like, dude, where are the paramedics at? You just watched this girl's fucking bottom half snap into the side.
I mean, she takes it pretty well, though. I mean, she's
I'm surprised. Yeah, she's sitting there pretty calmly, which is.
she's
wild.
probably in extreme shock at this moment.
That's probably what they tell you when you start gymnastics. Like, hey, if you come up short, don't lock them. Like, they're going to snap. Like, no, they ain't. Check this out.
I had 2% yesterday. Yeah, they're still gonna snap, girl.
Oh, boy. Like,
I love it.
Give
As
me the
soon as they get
replay,
to her-
the slow mo replay. Oh.
Oh. Yo, as soon as they get to her, they're like waving for the paramedics. They don't even take 2 seconds to look
Look
at
at this guy walking up like, hey, you fucking stuck that landing, dumbass. Like, probably
Wow.
talking shit. Oh, boy.
Man,
I'm fucking
that
grabbing
was
my
so-
knees right. I'm grabbing my knees right now. Like, hey, guys, just stay where you're at for a while.
No, I didn't watch that till today, and I was glad I did because
Oh, it was
man,
a good one.
Ugh,
But
I
I'm
have
glad-
I have trouble taking that sometimes.
I'm glad we're getting, some listeners that have actually, listened to the whole thing and find out that we are into watching people getting completely ruined.
Yeah,
Mhm.
please, anything. It gets tough to watch. It turns my stomach a little bit, but I'll watch it. I'll definitely watch it.
You just can't help yourself. It's like watching snakes eat animals. You just can't help it.
I
Big
mean,
fan.
what's the point of having video cameras if you ain't gonna use the best part of them?
Did you ever watch that video of that snake eating that drunk dude?
What?
What?
Yeah, it's for man. I'll bring it up one day. I don't want to. It's my weekend. I don't want to. If I start watching Faces of Death, dude, it's gonna be Monday. Be like, what are you up to? Like, just watch the 17th version of Faces of Death, man. Did you ever watch them? Dude, they're all on YouTube now, and that shit.
That shit's
Not
too
my-
serious, man.
Yeah.
It's too real.
I'll tell you what.
Some
Like,
of it was fake. Some of it they made, but
I
when
know,
they had
but it's like it's too real. It brings it home too much.
Oh, dude, the one when I watched that when they were eating monkey brains but killing the monkeys at the table with hammers, I was like, wow.
ugh.
It takes a while for me to get up and walk away. And I walked outside, lit a cigarette, and I think I just walked and stared at the river for a while. I was fucked up, dude.
It changed you. It changed you.
Yeah. I know, because even Tick's getting a little more hardcore than me with that shit. Like, back in the day,
Aw,
did you see
dude,
the car
those-
wreck, dude?
Yeah.
Of that girl getting hit by that car from last episode? Like, I watched the edited version, and I was like, I am not going to try to find the unedited version, because Old L, I'd have had that fucking unedited version found before I even minimized the other window. And I get a fucking text from Tick, and he's like, found it, and I was like, fuck, I gotta watch it, dude.
Had to dig for it. Now, here's the thing. If it was like her getting decapitated, maybe not. Maybe I wouldn't be so quick to jump for it. But I also knew she was alive, so I was like, well, I mean, it can't be that bad, can it?
Dude,
So it makes you feel better if she's alive after she just got mangled?
Yeah, there is something about that, I guess. I mean, I've came across a video or two of watching people take... I think one of the ones that stuck with me was like this guy fucking around on the side of the dam. And dude slips, and it's a very steep, long concrete fall, and you just watch him ragdoll the whole way down. And it never sat with me real well, and I can never get into that shit.
I enjoy stuff like that every now and then, but like I remember
now, if
when
he'd have got up and brushed himself off when he got to the bottom,
I would have lost my
maybe
mind.
I would have watched it and laughed. But
Yeah.
nah, he didn't move.
Nah, I like. I mean, I know you guys aren't a fan, but I'm a huge fan of watching animals get hit by cars. I think it's funny every time. Other than dogs, I'm not an animal lover by any means.
dogs.
But
Fine.
No
dude,
pets,
if you see a moose crossing the street and an 18-wheeler hits it, that shit's funny every time. It's like, God damn, dude, that thing went flying. Or how about all those cows are on that road and that truck's like, I got a shit.
That one up. There's that boatload of cows on the road, and that truck just comes ripping through.
Yeah, like this is next day shipping, dude. This has
Doesn't even slow him down.
Just swathes a
I
path.
remember the first time I sent you that, you said, man, one more cow and he would have got a strike. And I was like, yep, that's what I'm talking
Man,
about.
you guys
Dick.
are watching some fucked up videos on YouTube.
Oh, dude, we used to go to Island, man, and get high and drunk as fuck and play Xbox. And it's like, put the fucking...
You just
get lost
started
on
YouTube.
for a while.
Yeah, you just started. And the good thing about YouTube is it just keeps going.
It
And
keeps feeding you more videos that you...
dude, I'll wake
those
up
are good
at
love.
5 a.m. and be like, what the fuck was I watching to get here?
Right, you go through your history and it's like, oh yeah, I was watching man gets hit in the face with bowling ball.
No wonder I was having fucked up dreams, huh?
I know, but dude, I'm telling you, livelink.com, they got the shit on there that changed a man. Because I used to do snuffx.com, that site got shut down, I think, but I saw some of the most hardcore shit. I remember drinking a bunch of cough syrup one time and getting on there, and a guy got sucked into a 757 engine, and it was something else. Dude, they started showing pictures of it after, and it was just full of bones, and I was like, man.
Did he make it?
The description.
No, I don't think so.
The description of it makes me laugh, but if I watch the video,
Oh, he didn't. The only comforting thing I know that is he didn't feel a fucking thing, dude. That thing sucked him in like a fucking Hoover vacuum. All of them, dude, gone. Sucked him out the other side. He was gone. He's too late.
Jesus.
Nothing he could do. But what else, dude? We used to watch. Man, I can't even, dude.
we got into the Al. What were we've been watching some recently? I think we talked about the ladder fails and things like that. It's fun watching people fall and get fucked up.
Amazing. But I was on a ladder the other day at work, and I was like, dude, fuck falling off this fucking thing.
Hopefully nobody kicks that bottom out from underneath me.
Dude, at work, my best friend down at work, dude, guy fucking around. He was on a ladder, pulled the ladder out from him a little bit when he was on it. The fucking ladder kicked out, dude. He snapped his fucking arm, bunch of ligaments, dude. Was off work for like a month.
Sounds like that place you work. Did they have one of those like?
It's like the
boards
Wild
where
West.
It's like this many days
dude.
since the last accident.
Dude, it'd be negative.
How often does it get reset? Like, because they probably have them floating around, but they probably cover it up in the back with boxes and shit, so they don't even have to fill it out.
2 days since the last
dude.
accident. Right,
No,
we made a
dude.
record.
We got breakfast at a safety meeting because we went 1,000 hours without someone getting fucked up, which isn't
1,000
that long.
hours?
Yeah.
Are
Dude,
you? You're open 24 hours a day.
7 days a week, holidays
That's
included.
not even that good.
No. But, dude, the scrambled
That's
eggs
like
suck
5
too.
days in a row.
And then today, we got pizza for it. And I was like, you know what? This pizza ain't going to make me work safer, dude. But, no, dude, it's awesome because everything that happens there, they have to report it to the I don't know if it's the public website or not, but I just be on the internet at work, and you can just bring up everything of everyone getting fucked up from the days past. Like I'm on there a bunch of times, dude. I think 4 or 5.
You need to friend a security guard who can get some videos.
Dude, if there was a video of me getting hit in the face,
chalking it all up.
we'd be rich.
Big Al, what was the first thing that went through your head when that happened?
You know exactly what I said. What the fuck was that? Because, dude, it hit me so hard, Jared. I couldn't talk or see, and I was like, damn. And I stood up, dude, and I felt all the blood on my hand. And the first thing out of my mouth was, "What the fuck was that?" And they're like, everyone's like, "You're hurt, you're hurt, you're hurt." And I was like, "Jesus, this is bad, dude. The scar's so bad." Like, I shaved my mustache and looked at it in the mirror, and I was like, "Holy fuck!"
Up your street cred, though. I mean,
definitely, you have some serious.
Well, I'm saying,
don't tell me you're making cat litter, though.
Right. I'm making dog food, but They said it's the hardest they've ever seen anyone get hit, and I didn't fall. Dude, I was laughing about it as soon as I realized my teeth were still in my mouth. I was like, wow, I guess I'm leaving early today.
I can still chew my
said
steak.
That, and I said, I know what I'm talking about on the podcast Friday. Was one of the first things I said too.
Well, at least you got us at the front of the brain at all times, Al. Appreciate that.
I'm surprised my brain was still working after that. I was rocked, man. Probably felt like Homeboy felt falling off the bleachers for a second. Holy shit, I'm fucked up. Just without the copious amounts of...
delirious as the soupy legs.
No, I was on my knees when it happened, and it hit me so hard it knocked me onto my feet. That's how fucking hard it hit me. But, man, good times, dude.
Good thing it hit the densest part of your body, your head, man.
I know, dude. If that would have caught me in the neck.
Also, the biggest part that you hit. So, I mean.
Oh, man. Yeah, it could have hit me. I mean, it ain't going to make me any dumber. My brain's fucking oatmeal these days. But, whew, good time. If that was, dude, it would have 1 million views. If it was that and it had the audio from me, when I was like, got my teeth in my fucking mouth, dude. I was so scared I lost all my teeth. Fucking, but yeah, dude, that's the working man. You know, if you don't want to go to school, you got to be dumb, you got to be tough, dude. Straight up, like.
Well, man, we've been ripping here. We got to hit some of the standards real quick and get them out of the way.
Well, let me get mine out of the way because I know what you two fucking assholes want to talk about, and I don't fucking anyways, talk about the Pittsburgh Pirates ever since I went on my rant last week. Motherfuckers were 5-1.
You been betting on them, Al?
Good. Every fucking day, dude.
What's that score right now, Big Al? What's that score?
0-0. Musgrove's Dillon now. 0-0 to bottom of the 6th.
Their starting pitching is solid, man.
Oh, it's unreal. And, dude, I was all pumped up to go to the fucking Cubs bar down here Monday, and it was 6-0 by the time I got ready to go. So I kind of had to unlace the shit talkers, but some old guy was like, "You got the wrong shirt on, buddy." And I was like, "No, I don't." He was like, "That P needs to be a C." And I was like, didn't say nothing back, but I wanted to say he was with his posse. I was like, "Motherfucker, I'll drop you right where you're standing. I'll leave you there." But I couldn't say nothing. They were down 7-8 nothing early. So, but dude, 4-1. If they can beat the Cubs, that's another series win. Then they got Detroit and Washington this weekend. Then Detroit. And, but, it's Penguins playoffs, so the Pirates kind of take a back seat to this. But we'll see, dude. It's one of my favorite times of the year. April and May kick ass. So
yeah, let's hope that starting pitching keeps up, man. I mean, that's going to have to carry them. We know it.
I know. And, yeah, everyone's looked good, dude. Archer's been phenomenal. Musgrove's been good. Williams, Talion. That Lyles last night had 9 strikeouts against the Cubs, dude. And that's no slouch of a lineup. They just can't pitch for dick.
Yeah.
And like I say, Musgrove just walks 2 guys in a row. Fuck. But yeah, that's the sport. I'll let you guys get into the fucking whatever stupid music you want to talk about. Cause
fuck off, Al.
Dude, I hate these.
How dare you?
The most I've had this argument with both of you before. The most overrated band.
Okay, hold on. Look. We got a couple things to get through. Al, you're gonna have to suffer through it. We're gonna rip through this album real quick, but I got 2 other things. We got 2 other things to do after this.
Call me back when you're done.
No, just stay on. So I'll do the Ticks pick this week. We're going with an album. I know Jared's a giant Pink Floyd fan. So
favorite band.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Favorite band by far, hands down.
What the fuck?
I'm done. Heaven from hell.
Blue skies from praise.
Cats from dogs. Like the shit's. Go ahead. I'm done.
That's the wrong album, Miguel.
So this week I listened to quite a few Pink Floyd albums over the course of this week, and today decided to go with the Dark Side of the Moon. I mean, probably the most well known, but most well known for a very good reason.
Honestly, this album, man, I'm telling you, so good. If you haven't heard it, so good.
Absolutely one of my favorites. The great thing about Pink Floyd, unlike a lot of bands where they just fucking song to song, like every song is its own little piece. These guys pretty deep into like the whole concept, like from point A to finish, like the whole way through the album. Every song kind of flows into one another. Never know when a song starts or fucking ends. Man.
So the one thing about Pink Floyd that you have to love is that, you know, they're progressive bands. So if you're trying to find a band who's just playing one hit wonders, whatever, these guys have a concept for their albums. And the greatest example of that is Dark Side of the Moon, obviously. I mean, it's money, you know, people spending, and the idea of consumerism, and then time, you know, people being obsessed with how long they're living and beating the clock. I mean, these things that they all brought into this album, it's unbelievable, really. Even if you don't like Pink Floyd, this is one of those albums that you have to listen to before you die, for sure.
Yeah, I get on that.
And it's so deeply thought out. Not only the songs, the titles, what they sing about, the lyrics, anything, but they also go super deep into like musical exploration and just working with the new shit at the time, all like manipulating sounds, things like that. I actually watched. Have you ever seen the what is it, like the greatest albums? It's like a half-hour series, classic albums. It's on this, and they go back through all the tracks, talk about like how they recorded it. Like they pull out single recordings of things, like just strictly vocals, and they show you how they did it. But they go super into detail about how they did it, and just like I said, the manipulation of the sounds at the time, like with everything they were using, they were taking all the new technology, recording shit, playing it backwards, like, and then fucking recording over top of that, and
experimental shit, man.
Yeah,
a lot of experimental stuff. Like, honestly, if you're gonna listen to this album, I feel like you almost have to just smoke a huge blunt before you do it.
Yeah, well, that's what I was gonna say. Like this is a perfect, and I did it today, which was fantastic. You gotta smoke.
I'm
and
jealous.
Then you put it on, you turn it up a little bit, a little bit louder than it should be, and then you just fucking lay back, listen to it.
Turn the lights down, close the window blinds. It's just
front
mellow out.
to back. I mean, it's got all the big hits on it: Time, Money, you know, all that.
You threw him out the plate. My bad.
So I mean, obviously, I'm a big Pink Floyd fan, man. So I'm on board with this. But The Wall is also one of their top albums as well.
Which one has?
That's probably one of the more commercial ones that a lot of people know too.
Well, I used to talk to Mark's brother about how much I hated Pink Floyd, and he threw on "Fearless," that song by them.
Yes.
And he didn't tell me who it was. And I was like, "Who the fuck is this?" Because they had the soccer chanting at the beginning. And he's like, "That's Pink Floyd." And I was like, "Well, that wasn't that bad, but it kind of hurt my pride a little bit. I still got to stick to my guns."
Can I tell you guys a quick Pink Floyd story I have?
Go ahead, brother.
So I've seen Roger Waters twice. I've never seen Pink Floyd together. They broke up in the 90s. I guess probably in the 80s they broke up. So I've never seen them together, but I've seen Roger Waters twice. And I studied abroad. We had to study abroad for our program in college. And me and my buddy got tickets to go see The Wall, Roger Waters' The Wall, in Milan, Italy. So we're just like facing like a ton of liquor. I think we drank like a bottle and a half of Di Serono and like a bottle of wine and shit. Jumped in the cab. We speak a little bit of Italian, but we're kind of barely getting by and shit. Go out to the arena, watch the show. Unbelievable show. Obviously, he like builds a wall on stage, all the shit, like excellent production. So we're leaving the show, and we're like probably 5 or 6 miles outside of the city. and those people sell T-shirts and shit. You know, like they sell T-shirts to you and shit outside of concerts. So we spent our last money, our last like 20 euros on these 2 T-shirts. Oh, we're just gonna go to the ATM and get some cash out and get back to the city. We fucking walked 5 miles before we found any ATM at this like old shitty mall. Didn't work. It was locked up. This sweet Italian couple's like, hey, you guys can share our ride back. We'll take you back. Took us back to the city.
That's how that fucking
Super
movie Hostel
nice, man.
started.
We're like, let us pay you for that ride. Dude, didn't charge us at all. These people were so nice. So there are some awesome people around the world, and that was one of my really good experiences. But it was after that fucking concert. I was so drunk too. It was a shit show. We got back at like 6 in the morning that morning. Insane.
Euros.
20 euros for sure.
Final music.
Way more too, man.
Final music question. Pink Floyd question. Do you prefer David Gilmour or Roger Waters?
Oh,
it's a tough one.
Why would you ask me that?
I mean,
I would have to say I prefer David Gilmour only because I think that Division Bell and Momentary Lapse of Reason are also awesome. And Roger Waters wasn't a part of those albums. So it just shows that most of that driving force was from Gilmour's guitar work and his vocals as well. So that's a tough question, though, honestly.
No, absolutely tough. I'm very... I like David Gilmour a lot more,
yeah,
to be honest.
I think he's the better musician out of the two.
And that's a certified banger.
All right.
I could go on and on about
yeah, I know. Al's ready to fucking scar up the other side of his face. So
Big Al's holding his balls in his hand, doesn't know what to do.
All right, Al.
I pulled the shotgun out from under my bed.
We got 2 things left to hit, and I want to hit this one real quick because I just want to say this might be the weekend Tiger Woods does it. We didn't touch on that at all.
Nope. Won't happen.
It's me and Jared, right? No,
me and you. We got to share that case, Big Al, me and you.
Dude, a case, motherfucker. I'm talking about a used vehicle.
How many years
That's been going on too long. Dude, it's going on 8 years. 9-year bet.
It's, like 8 or 9 years.
We were playing Ride the Bus.
Was this at Korchok's in Indiana?
Oh, I got another one before
it was at the kitchen table, dude.
Yeah,
dude,
yeah. The 3 of us and Rudy.
Yes. Said Tiger Woods would never, and this was right, dude. I remember it was like the weekend after all that shit happened with his wife doing sleeping pills and banging hookers, pissing on him and that. And I was like, he ain't never won it again, dude. He's fucked. He's off the Xanax. But
So we got some Tiger Woods haters. I'm a giant fan of his. I mean, he's the reason I love golf as much as I do. We had a very long discussion, and we set a bet between two on each side. Apparently, you two are the guys that are anti-Woods and think he will never win another major in his career.
How many has he won since the bet? Oh, yeah, none.
Still 0.
I'm not saying I'm rooting against him.
I am, dude. I hope that motherfucker never makes the cut. I'll watch the first 2 rounds. He don't make it, boy. I don't even fucking think about golf.
So I'm assuming Rudy's on my side. I don't think we ever discussed any payout or anything, but
it's gonna be something. You guys will get us, because he's one bad swing away from throwing that back completely.
Yeah, go ahead, Al. And after he wins this weekend, I want to hear your pussy ass attempted payment, because I know it's gonna be something fucking stupid.
So wait, is the bet over? Is the bet over when he retires then?
Yeah, it's got to be, and no.
I'm calling death because you never know. He could always come back.
Okay.
I call it death.
No senior major.
You're gonna appeal the win.
I'm gonna hold out as long as possible.
You know what? I will actually do this. I will talk to an odds maker, because you can DM those guys.
Oh, you should.
I will, and just see what he would set that at, or if there was even. I'd be surprised if there wasn't a line out at that time. But real quick, another one, Jared, I was telling this story. Every time it snows, I think of you, dude. I fucking can't remember where we were at. We were somewhere, dude. Yeah, I swear to God. We were at a party somewhere, and it was snowing like a motherfucker, dude. And I can't remember where the hell we were at. But I remember I was playing something, and I just remember you were walking up to the window, and you opened the window and then started to simulate masturbation. And you were like, look, I'm Keith and Kevin. Dude, I fucking lost it. And I think so every time it snows, I think of you masturbating at the window pretending to be your brothers. Dude, it's fucking, man, I'll never forget that.
I'm glad I made that kind of impact on you, man.
Oh, dude, when I get the winter storm warning, I want to find the chair by the window. So.
That's pretty fucked up. I'm not gonna lie, pretty fucked up.
Nah, dude, if you'd have seen your face the way you did it, dude. Oh, man.
I don't believe that ever happened. If anybody who knows me is on listening, that never happened. That's bullshit.
Bullshit, dude.
That could have definitely happened. I cannot say that for sure.
It might have been a Penguins game on. Them motherfuckers had the Weather Channel on. It's like, yo, dude, who gives a fuck? Like, paramedic pressure is gonna drop, boy. And so are you guys if you don't change the channel.
Oh, fuck.
Jesus.
All right, we got to get ready to wrap it up. But before we do, Al, we need a sneak preview.
Of the
Let's
SSD?
talk about last week's real quick.
Man, I was more one-sided than I thought, but as I was
surprisingly, I was a little disappointed.
I was too, but I think there's so many different variations of iced tea that lemonade didn't stand a chance.
And I mean, Turner's is a runaway in any.
Yeah. Oh God.
I mean, lemonade has their shit. I mean, there's like a ton of different flavors of that shit now too.
Right. I mean, I'm a pink lemonade fan, but boy, it give me a heartburn anymore. But I like.
No, we ended up with 88 votes on it, which
not bad. Almost triple digits.
Yeah, 69 to 31 in favor of iced tea.
Iced teas are clearly better. I mean,
yeah,
let's face it.
Raspberry tea, green tea, black tea.
I'm a lemonade guy. Sorry.
Me too. Lemonade's just refreshing, man. I like getting those little packets.
The majority.
Right. I got a fucking huge notebook of all the pools. I can't fucking find it, but
gotta find it.
So I like Jared's.
We need one for this week. Yeah.
Well, I like Jared's because he was a special guest. So I guess we'll go. Let's go Sega or Nintendo. Either one, NES or
I think you stick it at NES. I think Nintendo, like the regular Nintendo, is the.
Okay.
Well, I'm thinking the ones that like you had to blow in the games for like 10 minutes to get them to play.
That's all of them, dude. I got to blow my fucking Xbox to get the fuck of the turn on. Buy everything refurbished because I'm a retard. And fucking shit, all my stuff shits to bed all the time. Buy podcast equipment, shits to bed. Why? It was $17. Like, I got a steal on it.
Being frugal with it.
We'll go Sega or NES. And I got to go Sega because only my uncle had an NES. Rest in peace, Uncle Ted, one time. But I remember getting super excited when I'd go over there because the games were just, they blew my mind. But like Duck Hunter, he had a golf game. All the Marios were heat. Paperboy, Back to the Future. I can remember some of those that he had. And man, they're just amazing stuff. But one of my best birthdays, I got a Sega Genesis with NHL 94 and Sonic the Hedgehog 2. And it changed my life. So I got to go with the Sega.
I'll say, man, Sega was a large part of my childhood. But, I mean, my first introduction, my grandmother had a NES, and I actually still have it. And,
did she get down on the sticks, or did she have it for you guys, or was she out there?
Well, it was for us, but I mean, we played she played as well. I mean, I vividly remember she actually had and it's probably part of the reason I love gambling, and I still have the game. It was called Vegas Dream. It was like 4 different there was a slot game on it. There was blackjack, roulette, and something else, Keno on there.
Oh my god!
And I remember it was like a pass the controller type of game. So we used to fucking sit down there and see who could fucking get the most money. Guaranteed ruined me for life. Or made me a better person.
With old fake currency too. That's amazing.
I know.
We used to have that old game. I remember that game.
Yeah, I gotta go Nintendo because I still hook that. I have that Sega you gave me.
Yeah, when I come back, I didn't give you shit. When I come back, I'm taking that with me.
Oh, yeah, I still got the PS2 for you as well.
Dude, that kid fucking broke his back after that. That was crazy.
He drove out in the snow to drop it off to us and then broke his back on the way home.
Yeah, that
sorry,
was bad.
bud.
It was worth
sorry,
it.
Appreciate the $20
you remember
PSP.
him, Steve Psycho. Remember him, Jared? He played baseball with y'all. He was on the Rams. Might have been out of your time. He was good, but he got out of his car to check something after he dropped off the fucking PlayStation and fucking snapped a vertebrae or something.
Oh, he slipped on the ice. Jesus.
Yeah. But
Drove out in the middle of a snowstorm so we could play PlayStation 2.
Yeah,
I appreciate that.
$20
But no,
for
I'm
that, so.
gonna go Nintendo on that one.
What about you, Jared?
You know,
What you
this is a tough one because I have a lot of really good old memories from playing the NES. You remember that old? I remember the old Zelda game, like just going through those different like parts of the map and shit. It's so much fun. But I have to say, probably Sega Genesis. You know, for two games. One was definitely Sonic the Hedgehog. That shit was so awesome when we were little.
I played that on acid a couple months ago. I about lost my mind.
It's like that was like the first like really cool like game where you had to went through like levels and shit. And then the other one was Streets of Rage. I don't know if you guys know that.
Oh, dude, huge
Al loves that game.
Dude, we just go around.
They got it on Xbox now. You can play the back. Yeah, get an Xbox, and we'll fucking whoop everyone's ass.
I got it too.
It's free, dude.
Dude, you're just going down the streets and thugs are just coming at you, just beating the shit out of them, breaking their backs, hitting them with lead pipes and shit.
Dude,
Awesome.
Blaze. There's the black dude on rollerblades. There's the Asian chick, and I used to just love that you'd punch off a fucking a telephone booth and there'd be a turkey underneath it for fucking hell. You know what I'm talking about? Like you'd put these turkeys out there in the middle of the street.
You get in trouble, you just call that car and you just bomb the shit out of everybody.
Next time I come home, dude, I'm getting the Sega multi-tap and we're 3-player in Streets of Rage till we beat the fucking thing.
I already have the old Sega. I have Streets of Rage. We can play anytime you want.
Oh, dude, I'll be down. Get all baked up and just go fucking. Oh, dude, that game was intense. I remember playing that when I was like 5 or 6 and being like, these guys are crazy looking, man. This is violent. But I remember the bosses on that game. I might fire it up tonight.
Oh, yeah, dude.
The bosses were just too fucking tough for a second grade Alex Summerson. I had to put the sticks down.
That I got to give it to Sega. Mostly.
Man, Jared, that's what I'm talking about. A lot of people don't know that game, dude. I was always telling Sig, like, download Streets of Rage, dude. We gotta play it, man. But
yeah, I downloaded it. We never played it, Al. So.
No, well, maybe tonight's the night. Like I said, we got.
Maybe I'll turn it on right after this. Who knows?
Oh my god.
All right. Well, yeah, we're up there. We're almost at an hour and a half, a little bit longer. But yeah, we're time to wrap it up. We got through everything.
Dude, the Pirates left fielder, shortstop, and third baseman just ran into each other and dropped the ball.
All 4 of them?
3 of them.
3 of them. I miscounted your.
Jung Ho must be back drinking again because he. What the fuck were you thinking?
But big thanks to Jared.
Dude, that was a good one.
Thanks for having me, fellas. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Absolutely appreciate you.
We'll have to do it again sometime. Maybe we'll get
shit and. We'll set that. Yeah, we're gonna set that banquet up, and then we'll get you your giant check and shit.
We'll get. We'll have to get you. We'll get the twins on one time. I don't know if anybody will be able to talk.
Oh yeah, I can't wait to hear their stories about you. I'm excited.
Oh yeah. I remember last time I talked to Kevin. He's like, "Dude, Jared's all right, but in our parents' mind, he can do no wrong." And I was like, "Man, you guys are salty motherfuckers, ain't you?"
Straight, damn straight.
But
all right, well. Talk to you next week, Al.
All right. Go Parents, huh?